gentlemen, the 2022 Lutron Excellence Awards will begin shortly. Please take your seats.
It's where I wanna go when days get long. We'll never be alone. It makes us stronger than we've ever been. Learning how to live again. After all of these long years, we keep our dreams alive. Tomorrow brings a new day. The sun will rise. And I will keep this home when I'm somewhere no one knows. It's where I wanna go when days get long. We'll never be alone. It makes us stronger than we've ever been. Learning how to live again. It's where I wanna go when days get long. We'll never be alone. It makes us stronger than we've ever been. Learning how to live again. Stronger than we've ever been. Learning how to live again. Home. It's where I wanna go when days get long. We'll never be alone. It makes us stronger than we've ever been. Learning how to live again. It's where I wanna go when days get long. We'll never be alone. It makes us stronger than we've ever been. Learning how to live again.
Lately, I've been building things, castles and airplanes. I've been painting pictures from my dreams. Yeah, I'm done waiting. Whoa. Lately, I've been singing songs, playing numbers, throwing darts, folding bills and menus into paper hearts, and dancing in the rain. This is the real life. I'm feeling so fine. It's gonna be my lucky day when the stars align and clouds have gone away. We're big enough to feel the Milky Way, and we're not afraid. It's my lucky day. Gonna fly around the world, let everybody know my time is now. All my friends at home are pointing from the ground, but I'm not coming down on my lucky day. Today there's nothing stopping me. There are no red lights in the street. Open highways, there's no limit to my speed. Come and ride with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2022 Lutron Excellence Awards will begin shortly. Please take your seats.
It's gonna be my lucky day when the stars align and clouds have gone away. We're big enough to feel the Milky Way, and we're not afraid. It's my lucky day. Gonna fly around the world, let everybody know my time is now. All my friends at home are pointing from the ground, but I'm not coming down on my lucky day. Let everybody know
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Melissa Andresco.
Let's fly like the moonlight. Let's shine like the skyline. Let's rock till the sunrise. 'Cause this is the night of our lives. Let's fly like the moonlight.
Good evening, everybody. I don't know about you, but I have been waiting 3 very long years to say welcome to the 2022 Lutron Excellence Awards and Hall of Fame celebration. Before we begin, on behalf of myself and all of our Lutron colleagues, we want to acknowledge all of our friends and industry partners and colleagues who have been impacted by Hurricane Ian. Our thoughts are with everyone who has been affected by this hurricane, and we hope that they are safe. Tonight's event is special for so many reasons. Not only are we back together with friends and colleagues, but 2022 marks the 20th anniversary of the Lutron Excellence Awards. 20 years, it's amazing. Hopefully you took a nice little trip down memory lane with our photo gallery, taking us all the way back to the first event at the Indiana State Museum back in 2003, believe it or not. Now, in those 20 years, we've given out a lot of awards, 209 Excellence Awards, and we're going to be announcing 9 more winners tonight. We introduced the Lutron Hall of Fame in 2009, and to date, there are 29 companies that have been inducted. Tonight, 2 more companies will be joining this esteemed group of people. Now, we have a wonderful evening in store for you tonight, including a very special announcement from Lutron President Ed Blair, followed by an after party where we're going to have open bar, a dessert reception, and of course, a DJ. So before we begin, I just want to take a moment to thank our esteemed panel of judges who every year have the very difficult job of reviewing, debating, and ranking every submission. And this year we had nearly record submissions. We had almost 200 entries this year. So thank you for supporting this program. And please help me thank our judges with a nice round of applause. So with that, it is time to start the show. Please enjoy the evening. We look forward to a wonderful celebration. And with that, please help me welcome Ben Bard with our opening remarks. Thank you.
Come on, come on. Got this feeling in my bones. I don't know why. Guess I'll never know. I'm feeling free. Got no regrets. Oh, this might be the best night yet.
Thank you, Melissa. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Ben Bard, and I run Lutron's luxury residential business. So I've met most of you folks, but I'm new to the role in the last year, so I'm grateful to be here. It's great to be back in person, and we have so many people joining us tonight. It feels like so many long years since we've met, probably because it is. But it's good to be celebrating again. As Melissa mentioned, 2022 marks the 20th year of the Lutron Excellence Awards, and to show our thanks and appreciation, I'd like to ask all the past Excellence Awards winners since 2003 to please stand up and be recognized, especially those from 2020 and 2021 who were recognized virtually. Congratulations, and thank you to all the past winners. We appreciate it. We recognize that the past 2 years have not been easy for business owners, and that ongoing supply chain issues continue to challenge all of us. Our current lead times are not where we would want them to be, and we've been investing significantly in engineering and infrastructure and tools to improve the situation. We've seen you rise to the occasion and find ways to coordinate and innovate on how you deliver projects through these challenging times, and you have achieved record sales growth in this time, which is quite amazing. Lutron and our reps and dealers have always gotten stronger in challenging times, And I'm confident that we will continue to win together in the future. So thank you. We have made major investments in infrastructure and supply chain. We continue to make investments in innovation and differentiated products. And we will next be making major investments in demand creation to help grow the pie for all of us. And I can't wait to see how you will leverage these investments to grow your business. Once again, thank you for your business and your patience and for joining us here tonight. And now, to get things started with our first group of awards, please welcome Linnell Gray to the stage. Thank you.
You lift me up before I fall too far. You lift me up. You help me see the stars. You pick me up when all my hope is gone. You lift me up.
Thank you, Ben, and good evening to everyone. Of course, it's wonderful to be here tonight. And like Ben said, let's start giving out some awards. When your name is called, please make your way to the stage for a photo over here to your right. My first category tonight is Best Resi-Mercial Project, which was a new category in 2021. Let's take a look at the entries. And the winner is Y Appliance of Bellevue, Massachusetts for the Spire Residences.
It's a good day.
Y Appliance was hired to outfit 343 condos in the Spire Seattle building. Their involvement started years before the tower was constructed and required close collaboration with the developers, marketing team, and commercial contractors. Y Appliance fully outfitted the sales center and model residence with homeworks and triathlon shading and created a 3D projection system to showcase the future view to potential buyers. They also offered residents a variety of custom upgrade options, including triathlon shades, Raw 2 Select, and homeworks to encourage further customization. In the finished building, Y Appliance provided 3,700 Lutron shades covering every window of the tower. Y Appliance's owner, Lee Travis, noted that a project this size and scope is rare for a residential-focused integration team, and they scaled their business to meet the project needs. According to the judges, this project is a true celebration of Lutron solutions with an introduction to 343 homeowners. Congratulations to Y Appliance.
It's a good day to be alive. It's a good day. It's a good day to be alive. You know, nobody lives forever, right? So right now.
Congratulations again to Y Appliance. The next award is for Best Renovation Retrofit Project. Here are the entries. And the winner of Best Renovation Retrofit Project is TSP Smart Spaces of Boston, Massachusetts for their project Illuminating History.
A Boston homeowner hired TSP Smart Spaces to modernize a 125-year-old music room in a historic mansion. The room's exterior walls consist primarily of plaster-on masonry and feature ornamental details, making adding new wiring challenging, if not impossible. TSP paid careful attention to every detail to ensure the preservation of the room's exquisite design and heritage. To play up the room's design using a variety of light levels, TSP used Lutron high-lume drivers, Ecosystem DIN rail modules, and high-lume premium 0.1% drivers, which were used to drive over 250 feet of cove lighting. The judges were impressed with the level of behind-the-scenes, state-of-the-art lighting control technology that was implemented into this one-of-a-kind 19th century home. They loved how the room was transformed through the intricacies of the lighting design, which one of the judges noted that the space is now completely mesmerizing. Congratulations to TSP Smart Spaces.
Congratulations again to TSP Smart Spaces. My final award tonight is Best Collaboration with an Architect, Interior Designer, or Lighting Designer, which was a new category in 2019 and continues to grow in popularity every year. Let's look at the entries.
We all learn to live from the first breath we take. We don't think twice from then. It's the patterns from our first day. We all pass one day. In the night sky will leave a mark. Those with truth will pervade. The fake will only be a spark. We all lose and we win, and it changes in a blink of an eye. But the truth is within. The love in every one of us. The love in every one of us. The love in every one of us. I'm yours, you're mine. We go together like stars in the sky. We shine so bright. I'm yours, you're mine. We go together like stars in the sky. We shine so bright. Together we can rule the world. In the fall, autumn weather, rain showers all the sky. Once the clouds have faded, the stars seem to magnify. We all lose and we win, and it changes in a blink of an eye. But the truth is within. The love in every one of us. The love in every one of us. The love in every one of us. I'm yours, you're mine. We go together like stars in the sky. We shine so bright. And I'm yours, you're mine. We go together like stars in the sky. We shine so bright. We all lose and we win. It changes in a blink of an eye. But the truth is.
And the Excellence Award for Best Collaboration goes to Dark Side of the Room from Rhône Alpes, France, for the Chateau des Innes project.
This 12th century, 11,000 square foot house was overhauled into an 8-bedroom contemporary home complete with a gym, spa facility, home theater, and music room. Dark Side of the Room has collaborated with the interior designer for almost 20 years, and now lighting control is included in nearly every one of their interior design projects. According to Dark Side of the Room, dimming and dolly has become the norm in their market, and the design community appreciates the absence of wall clutter. To further aid with market adoption, they developed and organized training sessions for the local spec community to explain dimming, why and how LED can be dimmed, and address other common misconceptions. According to the judges, every interaction between the light and the services felt intentional in this collaborative project. They said, from the 6-meter-high windows and massive fireplace hanging from the ceiling, to spectacular staircases, glass passageway, and impressive swimming pool, the blending of light sources was beautifully realized. Congratulations to Dark Side of the Room.
And now to present the next 3 awards is Hillary Giggs.
Helium.
Thanks, Lil, and good evening. I'm happy to be here tonight celebrating your successes. My first award tonight is always the most popular category. This year, the Best Homeworks Project category had nearly 50 entries. So I'm going to be up here for a while. Let's take a look. Wow, those are truly some incredible projects. The Excellence Award for Best Homeworks Project goes to One Button in Brooklyn, New York for the Choral House.
It's where I wanna go.
The judges were impressed with One Button's use of homework systems to provide solutions for every room of this nearly all-glass home. A lighting control system and motorized shades would have not been possible without Lutron solutions, which were desperately needed to accommodate exotic lighting fixtures, tunable lighting, expansive windows, and Title 24 regulations. One Button used wall-mounted palladium shades to maneuver around corners. They also used specialty drivers for dimming and timers to ensure Title 24 compliance. The judge's favorite feature was the HomeWorks QS system's ability to allow for Title 24 compliance, including occupancy sensing, through its sophisticated control system and compatibility testing. Congratulations to One Button.
It's where I wanna go. When days get long, we'll never be alone. It makes us stronger than we've ever been. Learning how to live it.
Congratulations to One Button. Next is the award for Best Use of Intelligent Ketra or Avalo Lighting Systems. Here are the entries.
Waking up from my daily dose of stop and go down a dead-end road of 8 hours ticking slow till I get home and do it again. But you grabbed me by the tie, said what if you call in and we drive down to the beach, just you and me, what do you think? And I said, baby, you bring the sun, yeah, I bring the shine, yeah. We'll drink it down, chasing clouds from the summer sky. We'll bring this foolproof plan to life. If you bring the sun, yeah, I bring the shine. A little sand underneath our feet, a homemade jar of that Dixie tea, a little burn to beat the heat. Sounds good to me, girl, let's get going. And don't worry about what to take, cause all we need is just a few things. Some white lightning, blue sky, and tan lines, yeah. We'll be fine if you bring the sun, yeah, I bring the shine, yeah.
And the winner is Audio Video Resource of Mount Vernon, Washington for the Studio House.
It's my lucky day.
The judges unanimously chose the iconic Olsen-Kundig Studio House as representing the essence of Ketra. Utilizing HomeWorks QSX with Elise keypads, Ketra lighting, and massive Savoya QS roller shades, Audio Video Resource was able to transform classic architectural features into the modern age while preserving the home's original design. They implemented creative solutions such as covering the original Lutron sliders with a sheet of blackened steel and cutting in the new and improved Elise keypads. They also repurposed stage lighting and beetles to house Ketra lamps and G2s. Congratulations to Audio Video Resource.
It's my lucky day. It's my lucky day. It's my lucky day. My lucky day. Don't need a pot of gold, a rabbit's foot or to be told. It's my lucky day. It's my lucky day. It's my lucky day. It's my lucky day.
And my final award is for Best Lutron Experience Showroom. Let's take a look at the entries.
Let's fly like the moonlight. Let's shine like the skyline. Let's rock till the sunrise. 'Cause this is the night of our lives. Rooftops and the party is rocking. Got the beats dropping. Nobody gonna stop. I'm gonna
Excellence Award for Best Lutron Experience Showroom goes to Boca Tech and Innovation of Boca Raton, Florida.
Boca Tech and Automation built a beautiful showroom that caters to their local Boca Raton clientele. As a certified aging-in-place specialist, BTA designed a space that highlights the benefits of Ketra, Lutron shades, Homeworks, and voice control for seniors and the aging-in-place community. A miniaturized model of a home shows Lutron lighting and shades working naturally and conveniently with voice control and standard interfaces, demonstrating the life-enhancing benefits of smart home products to their clients. The judges love that the showroom has a home technology simulator to visualize how zones, scenes, and control work at a whole house level. For the judges, the most unique element is BTA's use of a fully functional miniaturized model of a home that lets visitors immerse themselves in the whole home experience, but on a smaller scale. Congratulations to Boca Tech and Automation.
Congratulations to Boca Tech and all of tonight's winners. And now to present the final 3 Excellence Awards is Jay Williams.
Thank you, Hillary, and good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to present the final 3 Excellence Awards of the evening. First, let's look at the entries for Best Radio Raw 2, Raw 2 Select, or Radio Raw 3 project. And the winner is HT Innovations of Point Pleasant, New Jersey for the Reef Project.
It's a good day to be alive. It's a good day.
What started as a cold call turned into a massive project for HTE Innovations, who engineered a custom entertainment, controls, shades, and security package for a spec luxury MDU project before a single unit was sold. HTE gave homeowners the opportunity to upgrade their space and create a bespoke solution using Palladium wire-free shades and Radio Raw 3. The judges were impressed that HTE was able to engineer a custom entertainment, control, shades, and security package into a spec luxury MDU space without knowing who the end user would be and fitting it into a tight budget. This was also done at great scale and size, which made it all that more impressive. Congratulations to HTE Innovations.
It lives forever, right? So right now, I'm just gonna let it all.
Congratulations to HT Innovations. Next up is another very popular category, Best Savoya QS, Palladium, or Triathlon Shading Project. And from what I hear, the judges had a very difficult time choosing a winner from so many outstanding projects. And here are the entries.
We all learn to live from the first breath we take. We don't think twice from then. It's the patterns from our first day. We all pass one day. In the night sky will leave a mark. Those with truth will fade. The fake will only be a spark. We all lose and we win, and it changes in a blink of an eye. But the truth is within. The love in every one of us. The love in every one of us. The love in every one of us. I'm yours, you're mine. We go together like stars in the sky. We shine so bright. And I'm yours, you're mine. We go together like stars in the sky. We shine so bright. Together we can rule the world. In the fall, autumn weather, rain showers all the sky. Once the clouds have faded, the stars seem to magnify. We all lose and we win, and it changes in a blink of an eye. But the truth is within. The love in every one of us. The love in every one of us. The love in every one of us. I'm yours, you're mine. We go together like stars in the sky. We shine so bright. And I'm yours, you're mine. We go together like stars in the sky. We shine so bright. We all lose and we win. It changes in a blink of an eye. But the truth is within. The love in every one of us. The love in every one of us. The love in every one of us. I'm yours, you're mine. We go together like stars in the sky. We shine so bright. I'm yours, you're mine. We go together like the stars in the sky. We shine so bright. And I'm yours, you're mine. We go together like stars in the sky. We shine so bright. Together we can rule the world.
And the Excellence Award goes to System 7 of Beverly, Massachusetts for the Contemporary Rhode Island Retreat Project.
It's gonna be my lucky day when the stars align.
System 7 provided Savoya QS shades, Palladium wire-free shades, and homework systems and more to the sophisticated summer home on the Rhode Island coast. This residence is situated 1 block from the ocean, so the shades were designed to provide privacy and preserve the view while keeping the home feeling open and uncluttered. According to System 7, this project pushed the boundaries of what Lutron shading can do in terms of tolerance, light gaps, and corner conditions. The details in each location were demanding, and special attention was required to ensure the shades would seamlessly fit into each room's design. In most rooms, roller shades are tucked into custom recessed pockets so they disappear completely when open. The shade rollers are stacked and offset into pockets to ensure the gap is as small as it can be, and the guide wires for the shades are intentionally placed to align with the window mullions and disappear into the architecture. The judges said the attention to detail on this project is outstanding. Each solution was beautifully executed to the homeowner's specific needs for each room, and all of the shades sit within custom pockets using an offset design to minimize the light gap at the corner. Congratulations to System 7.
We're not afraid, it's my lucky day. Gonna fly around the world.
System 7. And the final excellence award for this evening is the judge's choice. This award is given to a project that didn't win its category, but is recognized as an outstanding example of an excellence by the judges. Congratulations to One Button of Brooklyn, New York for their reinventing of City Block project.
Combining two West Village, New York City houses into one, this major renovation project wowed the judges with its particular and artful array of Lutron products throughout the 5 living levels. Elaborate application of Homeworks QS, Ketra lighting, and 3 types of Lutron window treatments enabled the natural lighting feel of this double-wide, mid-block townhome from the atrium entryway to the rooftop gym and steam room. Special attention was paid to the artwork and furnishings with the true white light accuracy available during kitchen preparation for the celebrity chef homeowner. In all, nearly $2 million was invested in the smart tech in this gorgeous home update. Congratulations to One Button.
Congratulations to One Button, and congratulations to all of tonight's Excellence Award winners. Thank you.
And now to introduce the 2022 Hall of Fame inductees, please welcome Michael Smith.
It's where I wanna go when days get long. We'll never be alone. It makes us stronger than we've ever been. Learning how to live again. Home, oh, 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 home. It's where I wanna go when days get long. We'll never be alone.
Good evening, and congratulations again to all of tonight's Excellence Award winners. Getting to announce the Lutron Hall of Fame inductee is one of my favorite moments each year. It's an honor to recognize tonight's newest Hall of Fame members and the 29 companies that came before them. To the existing Lutron Hall of Fame members, thank you for your commitment to Lutron and your dedication to the industry. You are truly the best of the best. When selecting our Hall of Fame honorees, we evaluate companies based on several criteria. And we have many deserving candidates. But tonight we are pleased to add 2 more companies to the Hall of Fame. And now for our first 2022 Lutron Hall of Fame inductee. It's with great pleasure and honor to congratulate System 7 of Beverly, Massachusetts.
Let's fly like the moonlight. Let's shine like the skyline. Let's rock till the sunrise.
To say that System 7 is blazing new trails is putting it mildly. They are known in their own territory as the company to model and to emulate. System 7 has an exceptional sales track record with Lutron, from attaining platinum status in their first year to growing sales every year and for the last 5 years, achieving Black Diamond status. But the relationship with Lutron and our reps, Houston and Strateris, has been so much more than dollars and cents. It is the long-lasting connections that the System 7 team has made through the organized and strategic way they do business. It is their vision for what an integrator can be and can bring to a project that has made them a key Lutron dealer, partner, and ambassador of the Lutron brand, and a friend, I will add. Jerry Lynch founded System 7 in 2003 after exiting the software industry for the calm and even-keeled industry of custom home electronics. The company's founding principles were clear: simplicity, reliability, and aesthetics. And in 2009, Jerry refocused System 7 around design and lighting controls by hiring 2 architects with no previous integration experience to design or manage projects. One of those architects, Ashley Jacobson, today serves as the company's VP of Design and Operations and is with us today. In 2013, System 7 went all in on shading and acquired the Boston Shade Company, bringing to their team a group of shade industry veterans not found on the roster of most integration companies. And again, in 2017, after seeing the challenges of coordinating LED fixtures with controls, System 7 acquired Woofers Lighting, Boston's leading light fixture supplier, a move that at the time made some people scratch their heads, but in hindsight laid the foundation for System 7 becoming a leader in the lighting fixture marketplace. None of these moves were typical for an integrator to make, yet each of these moves have enhanced the capabilities of System 7 and enhanced the reputation of Lutron in doing so. Today, System 7 is unique in their focus and in depth of their experience. We are looking forward to seeing what the next big moves Jerry and his team make with Lutron. Congratulations to System 7, and welcome to the Lutron Hall of Fame. Jerry, please join me on stage to be recognized. Jerry and I go way back to the beginning. That one was very special. And now for the second 2022 Lutron Hall of Fame inductee. Please join me in congratulating Lightworks of San Diego, California.
Got this feeling in my bones. I don't know why, I guess I'll never know. I'm feeling free, got no regrets.
For over 20 years, Lightworks of San Diego has defined best-in-class commitments to taking care of their customers by adopting new technologies and providing outstanding customer service and support to their clients. You know, their clients are the best of the best specifiers, luxury builders, and residential developers. Their commitment to Lutron has been unwavering. In 1999, Troy Dunnington and business partner Todd Walling met while working for a local design center in San Diego. They started working together on projects and recognized a tremendous synergy and common passion for lighting, construction, and system design. They also saw a need to streamline low voltage and electrical work on projects, and that hiring separate subcontractors was not the most effective approach. Founded in 2002, Lightworks is the premier lifestyle-enhancing residential integration firm in San Diego County. Their early and successful focus on Lutron's lighting controls led to investing in our Savoya shading systems and other product categories. They developed product and market specialists to promote the value of Lutron's ultra-quiet and precise shading solutions. In fact, Troy and his teams were the early pioneers for selling Lutron shading systems to entire urban high-rise buildings. And it's that type of breakthrough selling and innovative approaches that enhances our reputation, and we can't thank you enough for that. To accelerate the growth of their business, they've created what were called Come Together events, which is appropriate for tonight. These well-attended industry events attracted the local architectural, interior design, and luxury builder community. These events led to lighting controls and shading systems being adopted and included in all of their current and future projects. And most recently, the Lightworks team made a major commitment to Lutron's intelligent lighting solutions product offering and fully designed their experience showroom to promote, specify, and sell Lutron's broad portfolio of luxury residential solutions. Lightworks has been a top-performing dealer with Lutron for many years, supporting all of our categories, and they've earned Diamond Elite for the last 2 years. In sharing their business philosophy, Lightworks is committed to forming long-term relationships, providing custom-designed solutions, and creating an environment where their employees can learn and grow. Please join me in congratulating Lightworks on their induction into the Lutron Hall of Fame. Troy Dunnington, please join me on stage.
Flashing lights are all I see. I feel the bass pounding under me. Not gonna stop, let's turn it up. I wanna dance 'cause it's never enough. This ain't a competition. This is our religion. Come on, I got this feeling in my bones. I don't know why, I guess I'll never know. I'm feeling free, got no regrets. Oh, this might be the best night yet. I got this feeling in my bones. I don't know why, I guess I'll never know. I'm feeling free, got no regrets. Oh, this might be the best night yet.
Congratulations again to System 7, Lightworks, and all of tonight's award winners. I look forward to seeing everyone at the after party. And now, please help me welcome Lutron President Ed Blair for some closing remarks.
You lift me up before I fall too far. You lift me up. You help me see the stars. You pick me up when all my hope is gone. You lift me up. You lift me up. You lift me up.
All right. Wow. What a wonderful night, right? I didn't realize when those of you who were here 3 years ago, the last words I said to you, we had like a curtain drop behind us, right? How much I missed being here and being with everyone. So it's so wonderful to be here again. Before I start, obviously, we mentioned it earlier, but our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone, dealing with the situation in Florida, and everyone who made it here. Thank you, but please, know that we're thinking about those folks. So tonight I have two things I want to cover. The second one's super fun and super awesome, but the first thing I want to talk about, I want to talk a little bit about the supply chain situation that everyone here has been dealing with. Because I think, in reflecting on it, it explains a little bit about our culture and about the evolution of our culture. So as we went into this crisis, I think it's fair to say in the beginning, we were doing better than most folks, right? And we were continuing to deliver and continue to ship. And the reason for that was, we've been in this business a long time. We don't try to cut things close, and we had a little more material than other people. And as things got tighter and we started to struggle a little bit, we were probably a little slow to, communicate that things were changing and things were going to be different. And I remember very clearly, it was the week of February 7th. And Michael Smith, to his credit, made a comment in a corporate quality review meeting that caused me a little bit of grief, Michael. Do you remember that comment? Yeah. And on February 10th, I'm very fortunate, the weather in Pennsylvania was very warm. because I'd been listening that week and I'd been talking to people, and I honestly didn't know what to do. And so I went and I walked around the parking lot of CB5, the back of our lot, for about 3 hours. Because the challenge I had to figure out was, what's the first principle of Lutron? Take care of our customers. And so what has that meant for my 26 years at Lutron? It's meant no matter what, we find a way, okay? And I had a story today, from a customer in the UK who called tech support and had a project where they needed a processor the next day, and the person walked to UPS and shipped the processor out. I know I have customers in the room here who needed a shade the same day, and we rented a hot shot and drove that from Virginia to Florida, right? And that's what it meant, and we always solved the problem. And we were faced with a situation which the reality was there wasn't a solution in the traditional sense, right? And for those of you who don't live this every day, the term allocation, okay, that's something maybe people hear thrown around in the semiconductor industry. So what does that mean? Take an example of an ESN or something. So say we have to forecast and buy these products, 12, 24 months in advance. And we purchase, we place a purchase order for 1 million units. And then they come back and say, well, you're only going to get 800,000. Okay, so you try to build a plan around 800,000. And then there's this dirty little word they don't tell you about, which is called decommit, which is right before you think you're going to get stuff, they say, no, sorry, you're only going to get 600,000. So in that week of February, our service teams were saying, just tell the customers what the real dates are. And I was walking around the parking lot, and I was saying, okay, that makes sense. And I called a meeting the next day, Friday afternoon, right before Valentine's Day. I wanted everyone to have a nice weekend. And got our heads of sales, operations, engineering together, business units. And I said, okay, so if we're going to do this, right, we're going to admit that we can't solve these problems in the traditional way. You want to tell the customers what it is. What if it's 20 weeks? And I think I saw some faces on that Teams meeting like, whoa, I thought it might be another week or two. I said, well, what if it's 20 weeks? And I basically tasked the leadership team to go home that weekend. I wanted them to think about it. And if we were going to go out and communicate this significant change, we were going to do it arm in arm. We were going to do it in a way that was clear and transparent. And we were going to do it in a way that brought our company closer together and didn't pull us apart. And I'm very proud to tell you that those folks came in on Monday morning and said, okay, this is what we're going to do. And hopefully most of you remember, I think it was the following week, it took us about a week to get organized. And we told you what was going to be, and some of those conversations weren't great, but they were as truthful and as honest as they could be. And we did that in a way that didn't disrupt the culture, because then we had to continue to then solve the next set of problems. And so, my report on where we're at, hopefully you guys are feeling it. I think our shade business, turned the corner in the late spring. You should be feeling that getting better. I think our classic lighting control business has turned the corner over the summer, in late July, early August. And the reality is Ketra's probably not going to turn that corner until the end of the year, okay? But it doesn't mean we're not trying, right? So the D3 downlight is a great example, right? When we first couldn't do power supplies, we went to UL, we figured out how to send D3s without power supplies but with emitters. When emitters became a big issue, we figured out how to send them with nothing inside of them. But we're tracking those jobs. I see the reports. You're going to have the stuff you need when you need it, okay? But trying to find solutions. And I'm not standing up here declaring victory, because it's still every day is a touch and go process. But I think in general we're on the backside of it. And I think in 2023, we're going to be talking about a plan to get lead times reduced and getting them back to what you folks need. But I think it tells a lot about the culture of the company and how we had to transition Principle 1, which is taking care of you folks. So I appreciate everyone's patience. I appreciate the partnership. I appreciate the work of the Lutron people in the room, because this wasn't a fun process for anybody, but hopefully I want you to know we did, in my opinion, everything we could do and everything in our power to try to support your businesses. So thank you very much. So my next topic's more fun, all right? So I'm going to take a I'm gonna step aside here for a little second, and we're gonna run a video, and I want you to focus on the talent. The talent in the video is really exceptional, so here we go. It wasn't that hard to make a shade go up and down, but it was pretty hard to make it do it silently. It was pretty hard to make it do it within a 1/16 of an inch across an entire curtain wall. Our founder, Joel Spira, had a vision that if we were going to be the #1 lighting control company in the world, how could you do that if you did not control the #1 light source in the world, which was the sun? And so by developing beautiful and seamless automated shades, we're able to create the perfect environment by managing that light source first, and now you can have flexibility day or night to have the perfect lighting environment.
When you talk about automated shades with a homeowner, they have certain expectations. When you have a room that has 30, 40 windows, it's the expectation that all of those shades move in alignment. It's actually very difficult to do. Our Drive technology is actually monitoring the position of that hem bar over 100 times a second to make sure that we know where that shade is so we can monitor the movement.
When we got into this business 30 years ago, one of the problems was shades were noisy. We said if we want this elegant system, we can't have this loud solution. You want the shades to move, and it's magic.
The existing gear trains that were out there really weren't that quiet, and so we really needed to start from scratch. We've had several innovations in our gear trains to keep things quiet.
From the day it gets installed till 20, 30 years down the road. And our spec is 38 dBA, but we outperform our spec most of the time.
We wanted to give our customers the flexibility of being able to add shades, after the building or the house was built. And so we knew that we wanted to develop a battery shade pretty early on, I would say.
Nobody wants to change the batteries. So how do we extend the lifetime that we can get out of every shade?
We needed to cut out over 99% of the energy. So we had to think about everything, and RF was at the top of the list. So we needed to communicate without draining the batteries, but we still needed to do instant response. They all move at the same time. It required a whole new way of thinking and a whole new way of communicating to the shades so that we got the same performance with battery-powered shades as we did with wired shades. And we would not enter the market until we had solved that challenge.
When we have battery life, as great as 5, 6, 7 years, you can set it and forget it.
So at Lutron, we make lighting control systems. So when we are thinking about features or capabilities for HomeWorks or Radio Raw 3, for example, we think about how those features might work with shades. Take the wood blind, for example. It can automatically tilt at the press of a button and control that daylight coming in. But when you put a system behind that, that system can talk to the shade. It knows what direction that shade is facing. It knows the position of the sun on that facade of the home. And that blind can now automatically change over the course of the day to optimize the amount of daylight coming in. That can only be done when the technology is designed from the start to incorporate shades into a system.
One of the things that's made Lutron different in this space from the beginning is we're able to guarantee performance and quality at a level really no one else has a chance to do.
People think about design. We spend as much time figuring out how we're going to manufacture it.
All the products, they've been designed and manufactured from scratch by Lutron.
We take every shade that we build, hang it up on the wall, and test every shade before we put it in a box and send it out. So when you get the shade, we know it works.
The opportunity that exists is to take a category that has almost zero penetration today and build your business around that category.
The opportunity right now is enormous.
I think this is a piece of the business that really all of our integrators should have in their portfolio, and they're going to find it's going to be one of the best and most profitable pieces of their business. Shade companies struggle to bring technology technology companies struggle with design and fashion. And we are really the only company poised to bring those things together and make great, great products. So a couple comments. One, I'd like to thank Margaret Block. This was really her vision. And as someone who's spent, some portion of the last 16 years of his life building this business, it literally gives me goosebumps to watch it. So I really, really think you guys did a great job. But that leads to my kind of closing remarks. And I think, for our agents in the audience, whatever resources that you have deployed, in your shading business, for our great customers, which you saw all those applications and who are shades is a big part of your business. And maybe there's even some people in the room here tonight where shades is, kind of a tangential piece of the business. For all three of you, you're missing an opportunity. I'm telling you, this category is going to explode. And I know that because if you pay attention, where's private equity going? They're buying all the shade companies. I can guarantee you they're not doing it because they just figured out there's glass and you need to put a fabric in front of it, okay? That's where the market's going. You're with the company that's in the lead. And the biggest opportunity you have right this minute is to double down and triple down on your shading business. And so, it's easy for me to tell you to do stuff, right? So it's probably time, I put my money where my mouth is. So tonight, I am thrilled to announce to this audience that Lutron will be breaking ground on the largest automated shade factory in the world. 145,000 square foot building in Ashland, Virginia, which adds to our existing capacity. So I think, all I have left to say is I'm betting on you. We better fill it up. All right? So thank you, everyone. And please join us for the after party and we can chat more about it. But we're super excited about this new investment for Lutron. Thank you very much.